Welcome to Bagels and Bets, the morning thrill. Grab your coffee, place your drink.
Hello humans, welcome to Bagels and Bets. I'm Baby Bets. This is my cinnamon raisin with strawberry cream cheese. I hope you guys have had a great week. Got a really cool top 10 list that I hope is going to spark a bunch of debates. See you at the first game. Hello humans, I'm Baby Bets, and as you heard in the intro, this is Bagels and Bets. Now I've got a top 10 list that I'm hoping will start or spark some sort of debate here, but not a presidential kind. Just a fun debate between friends, because we're all friends, right? East Coast versus West Coast. Exclusive places like grocery stores, gas stations, restaurants. Top from the East, top from the West. And in the comments below, I want you guys just to go ahead and put which one you love. And don't you worry, for my Canadian subscribers and friends, I've got some honorable mentions in there so we can talk about those too. We are on the maxed out Queen Shoe here. And if you don't recognize her, everybody, she is the one we did our first live on. And she wasn't very kind to us at all. So we are hoping that she will change that here today on Bagels and Bets. All the counters are very low, so it makes me feel like, if we believe in this stuff, that the machine has paid out quite a bit. But we don't know when those counters are from. We don't know much of anything. We're going to kind of just feel out a few bets here. See if we can get ourselves into an early bonus. And if not, we'll get into the top 10 list and we'll just baby bet it. So she is very quiet as we projected this little queen of ours.
谢谢.
That we know and love. We'll try a few different methods throughout the channel video.
美丽.
Everything from a 3 to 5 to an escalator to a degenerator. Okay, she doesn't let me go 150. Wow. Well, that's why, because she was giving us a bonus. Thank you, Queen. $21. Some bonus is better than no bonus. You don't really ever get back to back on these, so I may want to start in the future changing that process. But let's get into this top 10 list. East Coast, West Coast, wherever you're from. I was born on the East Coast, lived there for most of my life. Now I'm on the West Coast in Las Vegas. So a lot of these I can relate to. Some of them I've never heard of, so let's talk about it. Grocery store and markets. On the East Coast, we have something called Wegmans. Massive stores known for their elite subs and total lack of West Coast locations. It's less of a grocery store and more of a pilgrimage site. On the West Coast over here, and I have been to this one, Winco Foods, an employee-owned bulk giant exclusive to the West. So bulk giant probably means like Costco, just not as big, and employee-owned, that sounds pretty cool. The only place where buying a 5-pound bag of flour feels like a win. Well, if you need a 5-pound bag of flour, you let me know. And we got Mama Bets flying in today, so very exciting day. She'll be here about 4 o'clock Vegas time. So Wegmans, Winco, have you heard of either one? Have you not heard of either one? And as an honorable mention, let's just throw in Canada there. Now, this isn't a top 10 list, but in Canada, it looks like Sobeys. Sobeys is a grocery store chain or grocery market, because there's also another one on here with one of my personal favorite grocery store chains from the East Coast. So if you know me, you can probably guess what it is. And in my opinion, they have the best subs I've ever had. 2 more? Oh, I thought we can get it early. 3 of those coins there will give us another bonus. Okay, well, looks like 2 cents rather quiet, so we're gonna try to make it stick to what was working. That 1 cent bet, and maybe we'll go to 5 cents. Let's see. Not sure what we're gonna do yet here today. Like I said, we're gonna play around, test a bunch of different methods, hope for the best, as we always do. None of the Phoenix counters look very exciting, like I was saying. We're not getting anything. So let's read number 9. And this isn't really a top 10 list. It's just kind of this first that. So let's see. So sticking to the grocery store theme for the East Coast versus the West Coast, we have my personal favorite, out east, Publix. Southern powerhouse, no presence out in the West, but in my opinion, the best subs. Now, to be fair to Wegmans, I've never had a Wegmans sub, but Publix subs, if you agree, give the video a thumbs up. The best pub sub I grew up with. Out here in West, we do have grocery outlets. I've actually been to both of these. I definitely prefer Publix. It is a discount giant with deep roots in California, the bargain market where deals are extreme as the West Coast surf. So, grocery outlet if you're looking for a good bargain. Oh, as I hit the camera. Sorry about that, camera. All right, let's go 5 cent generator here. See if we can wake up our muscles and flex them. Okay, we needed 1 more there.
精彩
So next on the list was Publix and grocery outlets. So let us know in the comments below, everybody, which one, if any, resonate with you. And hopefully the queen here will be showing us her bonus pretty soon. $0.05. Everything's really quiet, to be honest with you.
大 美丽
We are starting to wake up here on this 5 cents. Oh, I thought that was a triple. I couldn't see because of the camera. No, we'll give it 1 more on 5. And we'll go down to 2 cents, which I have lately been liking the 2 cents. A little bit. We'll do a little degen escalator for a minute here, see if we can get anything to stick. But we will talk about, sticking to groceries, our luxury grocery stores, East versus West. So on the East Coast, there is something, and I've never been to it, Stu Leonard's, a Northeast exclusive that is part grocery store, part animatronic attraction. So I'll have to, when I'm doing my research, post little clips of it, find you some animatronics, because who doesn't love animatronics? I do. And on the West Coast, our luxury market is Irwan, Southern California luxury market known as Influencer Central, where water is $12 and vibes are mandatory. Now, I have been to Irwan in California, and it is definitely bougie, to say the least. So I can relate there. 3 more? There we go. We're on 2 cents, everybody. Getting bigger. Golden coin shower for everybody. Enjoy the golden coins. My new little hand here from the Durango. So, Irwan, Stu Leonard's. What's your vote? East Coast, West Coast? And that does it for our grocery store segment of East versus West Coast. And that's going to take us into fast food. East Coast, West Coast. So get those thinking caps on, guys. What do you think's coming out? I've probably sadly been to everyone on this list. Let's see if 5 cents is ready to play. Oh man, that would have been good. Never happens on the first spin. Why can't I just call for a bonus, guys? Oh, I know, because I don't cheat. I show you guys the wins, I show you guys the losses. So there's no magic of Hollywood behind these videos, just cold hard facts.
不错
And fun times. All right, everybody. Well, in the burger fast food realm, we've got Cookout out east, a burger favorite with 40 plus milkshakes and massive trays. And it's in parentheses. Now, I have been to Cookout, I believe, in Florida, and it's all right. Not my favorite. Definitely doesn't touch this next one. But Cookout's slogan, where low price meets high calorie in perfect harmony. So I like their punchline. Out west here, we've got a little something called In-N-Out Burger. Now, if you've never had In-N-Out Burger, it probably is the best fast food burger I've ever had. And it takes a lot for me to say that. Simple menu, famous for animal-style burgers, fries, and the freshest of ingredients. So fast food, even though it's fast, they have the freshest ingredients. So In-N-Out, all over the West Coast. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, Nashville is going to be the first In-N-Out ever on the East Coast. I don't know when it's supposed to open. But it is supposed to open at some point.
谢谢
Which is interesting why the list put Cookout against In-N-Out. And you'll understand why I'm saying that when I read off the next fast food battle.
不错
Now we're doing the low limit degenerator. For those of you playing along at home. Oh, come on, we need 3 more. And the low limit degenerator was created by my buddies, the Desert Degen, so I have not had time to go see, and I am going to make time with Mama Bet's coming in town. She's coming in town for cataract surgery, not to give away her business, but, you know, things happen, and as you get older, you got to do stuff, so she feels much more comfortable doing it here, and we like, you know, certain doctors and things out here, so she'll be in town for probably the next month or so, so we'll make some good content in between that, but Like I was saying, I haven't seen my buddies, the Desert Degens, in way too long, to be honest with you. So I am due to pay them a visit. But this degenerator, you place the lowest bet on the machine all the way to the left. If you get any kind of line hit, doesn't even have to be your line, your bet back, you move up the scale. So for instance, 5 cents there. We're going to go to the next one up, which is the dollar bet.
美丽
It's a great way to stretch your bankroll. So again, 50 cents, not our bet, but we're going to move up because the machine's still giving us kickbacks.
精彩
And this is where it gets sticky because we made a total of 45 cents and then we get nothing on the back end of the on the generator. So we have to go all the way back to 50 cents. So next on our burger, East Coast versus West Coast, we've got something out east, which I think they probably, well, I guess, I don't know. I don't know why they didn't put up against In-N-Out, but it's called White Castle. Had a couple movies, great movies, Harold and Kumar. The original Slider Institution, was completely absent on the West Coast up until a few years back. Now we got them here in Vegas. So it started somewhere in the East Coast. I couldn't tell you. It doesn't say here. Small burgers that have inspired entire road trips and road trip movies. Like I was saying, Harold and Kumar. They're up against something called Habit Burger Grill, which is now out east as well, but wasn't. Santa Barbara born chain with strong Western roots. Redefine choice when you want a burger that actually fits in your hand. Oh, a triple minor. What a thing of beauty. What a thing of beauty, I tell you. So, White Castle Habit Burger. And this is just what the list put up against each other, but you can use them all against each other. Tell me what's your favorite. Tell me how they rank. Leave it in the comments below, everybody. Two more? Oh, it was right there. It was right there. Okay. Let's see, Queen. So now we are up against convenience stores and coffee houses. East Coast versus West Coast.
大
So that one did give us our bet back, so that's always good. We go up, we don't hit anything, we're gonna go back down. So we've made it up to about 5 cent degenerator. Just trying our luck here.
不错
Go one more, and I'm gonna drop back down. So we're 1 cent as we lay the queen, who is ever so kind to us in the most sarcastic way. So we got the line hits, just 20 cents. So this is where we'd want to hit it.
谢谢
Okay, give us more than that bet. It almost paid for the next bet, which is why we like the degenerator. That would have been pretty. Let's see. So, East Coast convenience or rest stops, however you want to call it, because I'm throwing something in here that's not on this list. Oh, let's see. Almost forgot. Canada, burger joint, A&W Canada or Harvey's were listed on the burgers. So getting back to convenience stores, out east we've got a little something called Wawa. Now I almost feel like it's a cult, and I'm glad I made the list. It's an East Coast staple offering 24/7 hoagies. It's not just a gas station, it's a lifestyle, which is very true, as I just said. Out west, they've got, or we've got, because I'm here, AM/PM, California gas station giant famous for snack culture. Dedicated to people who think that hot dogs are balanced breakfasts. So I think the Degens do. And so they might be AM/PM fans. I'm not sure, but which one do you like there? Let us know in the comments below. Wawa versus AM/PM, and Something a little more cultish even than Wawa, and I don't know if everybody's heard of it, out here is called Buc-ee's. To me, it's like the Disney World of convenience stores. You literally can take family trips there. I'm not even kidding. It is the most insane thing I think I've ever seen. 3 more! No.
不错，大，
Okay, so it did give us our bet back. Not enough for the next bet. And it kind of gives you time to see where the machine is at.
不错，
So yeah, Buc-ee's. If you haven't heard of it, go check it out. You won't be disappointed.
大，
And I believe the first Buc-ee's is coming to the West Coast in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken here. Can we get 3 of those coins? No. But we can tell you, let's talk caffeine, guys. Out east, we know Dunkin' originated from the Northeast. Keeps the region running on Dunkin', which was one of their slogans. Fueling the wicked fast pace of the Atlantic coast. And then they blew up and now they're everywhere. Versus, out here in the West Coast, Dutch Brothers. High energy, Oregon-born drive-thru experience where the barista's energy is more potent than espresso. So, Dunkin', Dutch Bros. We don't use the S word on the channel, so
谢谢， 精彩，
back into 2 cents. I don't know why, just because we are having fun. On this list, there's a good line here.
美丽，
See, so that's where the degenerator can work. 3 more? Can we get bookends? No. No bookends. Can we get... Oh, needed something to add up there. Something to line up. Three of those coins will give us the free games, everybody. We are now... What is this? Guess these are coffee houses. So East Coast, I've never heard of either one or been to them, so I might have to check it out. East Coast, there's something called Sheets with a Z. I like the Z at the end. An East Coast exclusive that pioneered touchscreen ordering. The ultimate 3 a.m. tech-forward snack destination. So I'll have to look up Sheets, see where Sheets is. Versus Bookends. No. Phil's Coffee out west, a California favorite specializing in custom pour-over blends. Coffee so customized, feels like it should have its own zip code. And let's see. For coffee or rest stop, we've got Flying J or ON routes in Canada. On routes. Maybe for Ontario? I don't know. You guys let me know. You guys decide.
大，
And that does it for convenience and caffeine. And now we're going to get into the good stuff. Pizza and seafood. Dude, that list pretty quick. I didn't realize. Oh, I should have gone up. That is my fault. 2 more. 222. I like the 222 number. All right, 2 cents is a quiet.
美丽，
5 cents. Give us a line hit. And then give us the coin tease. 3, that is not 6. As you know, guys, we need 6 of those phoenixes. Come on, queen, on cue. When I say we need 6, give me 6. How are you? Good, good seeing you. Okay, 5 cents, you are not in. 2 cents, we might have to make my brand new favorite. That is our top symbol. So that's why you will see that pay with just 2. There we go. 2 cents, I believe in you. Nice $22 win. And let's read the first East First West. On the East Coast, Joe's Pizza, the gold standard of NYC's classic thin slice pizza culture. Are you thin slice? Are you thick slice? Are you Detroit style? Are you deep dish? There's so many different kind of pizzas out there, everybody. A slice so thin, you have to fold it just to survive. So Joe's Pizza out east, I've never been. Round Table Pizza out west. Medieval themed California staple because the last honest pizza deserves a round of applause. I see what they did there. So Round Table Pizza. I have not been there either. So I cannot really chime in on either one. Can you guys at home let me know? Can the queen let us know? Oh, we just needed one more coin. Just do it.
精彩
All right. We're going to go up to 5 cents on that note. Let's see if she's got a 5-cent bonus. Finally, Queen and I are aligned.
谢谢 不错
So, just want to show you guys there. We've had $20 wins on 50-cent dollar, all those bets. We're on our highest bet, 125 that we got a bonus on. And the win's only 570. So again, play for entertainment. It does not matter what you bet. Everybody thinks because all these people show these videos, $5 bets, this dollar, 25, blah, blah. No, you can get a crappy bet
美丽
on any bet size or any bet level. We could go to 50 cents right now and win more than 560. And maybe we'll just do that just to show you. We'll go to the 1 cent generator. I mean, you guys have already seen it.
大
$5
不错，
Ooh.
美丽，
We are getting the line hits here. I may go to 2 cents. It's like I was
不错，
let's go up to 2 cents. Now we'll kind of just bounce around, see if we can see where the line hits are. Kind of like our 3 to 5 method. But next up, and the last, will be the seafood. So on the East Coast, New England seafood institution called Legal Seafoods. Now, growing up in Miami, Florida, Joe Stone Crab was there. It's not representing, so I don't know what Legal Seafoods is. And maybe I'll have to go where the chowder is so official, it's basically law of the land. Legal Seafoods. And on the West Coast, out of Seattle, I think I just went there, the Crab Pot, a Seattle tradition famous for Sea Fest boil. You grab a mallet because dinner's about to get loud. So I have been here. You order the crab, they give you this paper, they give you all the crab, they give you the mallet, and bam, bam, bam. You are hitting all the crab and doing a lot of work for like this much food. But it's fun, it's exciting, it's a blast. And let's see. For our Canadian subscribers, Red Swan Pizza, Santa Lucia, and Panago. If I butchered those, I do apologize. I've never been to either. And that made our list here for Canadian. And then the best seafood in Canada looks like it is Rodney's Oyster House. Classic spot for oyster shells and coastal seafood favorites. So let me know if any of those resonate with you.
美丽，
Give this guy a few more spins. And then what I'll do, as promised, I will take the final, let's do a $2 bet here, $25.
精彩，
And I will show you some spins. Let's see, 25, so I've got...
谢谢，
on a game I've never had on the channel. And it's not a game I usually play. All right, see you at the next game. All right, everybody. Well, that video was fun. And after this drawing, you're going to see a little bonus game. New Huff and Puff I found. And I really don't like Huff and Puff. But at the end of the day, we are going to try it out. You'll see what I'm talking about at the end. Today's winner for Baby Bucks is Baby AI Tales. So congratulations to you, Baby AI Tales. Please email babybets2213@gmail.com. Try to make that work in the editing. Congratulations again. I'll see everybody at the next game. All right, everybody. We are on a new Huff and Puff called Huff and Lots of Puff. Now, normally I don't like these games. I don't think many of us do. But I do love triple pops. And when I saw this had a triple pop, I said, well, we can continue playing Queen, which Dane has never seen before, or we can show you guys a new game. And then I have a couple to go along with our theme for the video, just things, East Coast of Canada, West Coast of Canada, and the United States that you must see if you visit. So we'll go through that. This will be a quick little short part of the video. But you need 3 of those chainsaws if you're not familiar. 6 hats will give you a bonus, but in this version, the hats are colored, and you can trigger, I believe, any of those up there at any time. with a triple pop. And it's perceived progression. There's a wheel in the back. We have not seen what that wheel does. But as we go along through it, guys, on the east coast of Canada, you definitely want to visit Nova Scotia, called Peggy Cove's Lighthouse. Now, I've never been. Only experience I have in Canada is Clifton Hill. So if you know Clifton Hill, I've been there. I actually spent the 4th of July there and watched the fireworks from the United States over in Niagara Falls on the Canadian side. So that was very cool. So according to our list here, you want to go see Peggy Cove's Lighthouse. Postcard image of Atlantic Canada. A tiny fishing village sitting on massive granite rocks. Wild ocean waves crashing right beside a historic lighthouse. Feels raw, rugged, and completely authentic. You feel the Atlantic here. You don't just see it. And then we're going to go over to the west coast of Canada. I've always thought he was wild, but it's actually the wolf in this game that is wild. So, see, there he is. A wild wolf there. Nothing. On the west coast of Canada, British Columbia, Haida Gwaii, often called Canadian Galapagos, places unreal ancient rainforests, totem poles, and an indigenous culture. Can you pop? No. Just as frustrating as a regular Huff and Puff, so nothing there. Nowhere else in Canada or the world is there a mix of this kind of culture and wilderness. So, on the United States side of everything, finally got a little line hit. You've got, out of New York City, the Statue of Liberty. Global symbol of freedom and immigration, best viewed by the ferry in the New York harbor. You're not just sightseeing, you're standing inside a piece of world history. Speaking of world history, Huff and Puff might go down as the worst game in slot history because it does not ever want to show anybody its bonus. On the west coast, you've got something called the Big Sur. Stretch of Highway 1, pure cinematic, cliffs dropping straight into the ocean, redwoods, beaches, and dramatic sunsets. One of the most beautiful coastal drives on earth. There's nothing else like it. So, there you have it, guys. East Coast, West Coast. We even added in a little Canadian flair. We got absolutely nothing on this game, which is why I stick to the link games, Dane, because they actually give you line hits, and it would have been pretty much near impossible to do an hour or even a 30-minute video on, say, something like a Huff and Puff. Even bet in the lowest amount. We're 5 minutes in, and we've already gone through 25 bucks. I was hoping I could show you guys a line hit here. I mean, a bonus here. Last spin magic for us. Nope, that is it, guys. We're going to leave with our dignity and our 7 cents. We're not going to use the wager saver if it even pops up. I'm Baby Bets. Please like, please subscribe, please tell your friends, guys. We're so close to 500. I want to hit the 500 with Mama Bets in town. She'll love it. And I appreciate you all. I'll see you next time.